Hi, Flosstube. I'm so excited to be here. I really feel like I know so many of you because I've been watching Flosstube for, I don't know, maybe about a year and a half. I kind of found it by accident. I don't even remember what I was searching for or doing that day, but I found Flosstube. I was like, who knew? There's a group of people out there that isn't technology great? Because there have always been people out there that were interested in cross stitch, but it just seemed like I don't know what can I say. It seemed like because I don't know what it seemed like because I've not been cross stitching long. First, let me introduce myself. Sorry, I have a cat, and there's always a cat here, always. So my name is Angelisa, and I'm living in Alabama right now. I was born and raised pretty much in Mississippi, but and I'll get more into that maybe as the weeks and months go by. I'll talk more about maybe my personal life, but for now, I'm living in Alabama. I'm originally from Mississippi. Let's see, my birthday is in August 18th. I was born in 1966, so that makes me 55. Can't believe I'm 55. That's crazy. But I turned 55 this past August, so yeah. My history with cross stitch, let's see. Now, my paternal grandmother, she crocheted and knit, and she would sew and make clothes, and she did quilting, and she had a stitchy bug, I guess, but she lived a couple hours away from. We saw her maybe a few times a year, but nothing. I guess I didn't spend enough time with her to take up any of that stuff, so I never did. Then I don't know, when I was in my late teens, I'd say, I don't know, probably 18, maybe 19, I bought a little kit at probably Walmart. I say Walmart. I don't even remember where I got it from. Probably Walmart or the dollar store or something. But it was just a little 3 by 5 inch. It may not have even been that big. It may have been a 2 by 3. But anyway, it had a heart in the middle, and on each side were two lovebirds. And what it was you were supposed to put your anniversary date, I guess, in the heart. But anyway, I just thought the birds and stuff were cute, so I got it, and I remember I finished it. I don't remember much else about it though, like falling in love or not, or it probably wasn't big enough to really get a taste of it. But I never picked it up again. I finished that little project, FFO'd, learned that from you guys. So I did. I fully finished that, and I think it might have even come with a little frame. But anyway, so yeah, that was about my extent of cross stitch or any type of sewing, except for maybe home ec. And I may have done. I don't remember doing a cross stitch piece though in home ec. And I do remember sewing and learning how to use the sewing machine and doing some hemming and maybe some hand stitches, but maybe not cross stitch. Probably not cross stitch. So anyway, then it was before the pandemic, because I know a lot of people really picked up just getting crafty in general when the lockdown started, and 2020, all that, people at home and bored, and a lot of DIY and crafting going on. So, but I actually had ordered the cross stitch kits before that. I don't know. Like I said, I'm 55 years old. My children are grown. I have 2 boys, My oldest one is 38. Yeah, 38. And then my youngest one is 33. My oldest one, they're both married, but my oldest one has the children. So I have 2 grandchildren. I have a granddaughter who is 10 and a grandson who is 6. And where was I going with all that? So I don't know where I was going with all that. I had ordered the kits. Oh yeah, what I was going to say was I don't work. I'm disabled. Maybe that's a story for another video as well. But I draw disability and have been for 32 years due to an accident, severe head trauma. Like I said, anybody interested in the story, maybe I'll tell it some other time. But anyway, so, I just get bored, at home. Children are grown. Grandchildren live in another state. I don't work. I needed a hobby. So I was just kind of throwing stuff up against the wall to see what would stick, so to speak. I ordered a couple of cross-stitch kits, an embroidery kit, and some diamond paintings. Well, turns out I like the diamond painting too, and have actually finished a few of those. Again, that's a story for another day, or maybe some of y'all are, this is Flosstube, this is not diamond tube, so let me stick to the subject. So anyway, I had gotten 2 counted, because that's all I knew that there was counted cross stitch. I also like the stamped, and I'll get to that here shortly too. But when I first placed the order for some cross stitch, just to see if I would like it, if it was something I could get into or whatever, because I had found Flosstube. I don't know if I already said that or not, but I had stumbled upon Flosstube and was just intrigued from the very beginning. And the more I watched, the more I got a stitch bug. That old stitchy bug. So anyway, I got this one. Prayer Changes Things. I hope this is not backwards. Oh, please don't be backwards. If it is backwards, I can tell. Well, let me work. This is my first video. I'll fix that. But this says Prayer Changes Things. Counted kit from Heartfelt Design Works. I don't know. It's a 10 by 10 inch counted cross stitch kit. So yeah, it came with the thread, the fabric, everything. And I haven't gotten far on this. I don't know why, really. I don't know. So here's this. And I'm stitching the border. I don't know if you can really tell, but I'm stitching the border. Y'all see the little blue dots right here? See, I'm on the border part. I'll explain the blue dots in a minute. The border. So I'm working there. The blue dots are because I'm a cheater. Cheater, pumpkin eater. Yeah. As I mentioned a while ago, stamped kits. I really like stamped kits too. They're just easier for me. I don't know what it is about when I'm doing the cross stitch pattern. When I have to look at whether it's in front of me or beside me or in my lap or wherever I have the pattern or the chart, when I look at the chart to see where I need to go next and then look back to my fabric, I'm sorry, I'm looking at myself. I got to learn to look there. Sorry. But I totally lose my focus. Like I don't know. Then I have to find my place again. And then I'm like, well, did I just do that stitch? And it's frustrating. Even with Pattern Keeper. And I have Pattern Keeper. This is not in Pattern Keeper, but I do talk about that too in a minute. A project I started the other day, and I thought Pattern Keeper would help, but it still must be just the act of looking off and then looking back. totally confuses me. So the blue dots that you saw on the fabric, I'll look at the pattern. I take my little water erasable marker and I just put a dot where the next, I don't know, say 30, 40 stitches go. You know, I don't have different colored pins to mark different colored dots so I can change thread and do all that. But I'll just mark the next, I don't know, 30, 40 stitches or so. And that way, all I have to do is thread my needle, because I stitch in hand. And so then I just thread my needle, grab my fabric, and I just go. I don't have to worry about looking at the pattern. That's what I like about the stamped, is it's right there in front of you. And you just stitch where, you know, you can see clearly the path ahead of you and where you need to stitch based on what color, whatever the color code or the key code is, you know, like a diamond painting. So I really like that because I can watch TV or I can interact with friends or family, you know, and I don't have to count so much. And so I really like the stamped. And that was a long explanation to explain the blue dots. So the blue dots are the next stitches I need to make. Okay, so that's one. Prayer changes things. Let's see here. I don't know where that project. Hoo-wee. Oh, yuck! I hate it. One, don't y'all hate it, ladies? Or maybe some of you guys. I don't know. But when your lip gloss and your hair sticks in it, oh, I hate that so much. The other counted cross stitch I ordered that day that I decided I needed a hobby, and I placed an Amazon order for diamond paintings, embroidery, and cross stitch. And there I go again, looking at myself. Okay, so this is another pattern that I got. It just says believe. I love that. I love that pattern. I don't know if you can see. So before I show the whip, I've done everything except for these little starburst looking things that are here. There's one there. There's one there. Let's see, there. Haven't done those yet. And I'm not, they've got some of it stitched in white. And I mean, it just doesn't show up. So I probably won't even stitch the white. And then I've done the fairy at the top. This one down here, I've done the hat and the legs, and I haven't backstitched so they don't even look like legs. And then it did have a few beads on it. It came with a few beads, and the beads just go right where the fairy looks like. To me, it looks like she's throwing fairy dust or something, but those right in there and that, and then down here, those are beads. So I have done I've done a few beads, and I like doing beads, but I haven't done all of them either. So now down here, I was doing some practice stitching, and this was truly a practice piece. So I never really intended to do anything with this. Even my granddaughter, first time she ever cross stitched, but she did good. She stitched I believe the V and part of this E. Yeah. The back. Oh, the back is awful too, but this was truly a practice piece. So, but I still want to finish it just for the sake of finishing it. Plus, I like it, and I'm going to stitch this one again. I'm going to use the pattern, and I'm going to stitch that again, but I think I might do it on 11 count, because I just think I might. Or I might do it on, I have a big piece of fabric. I'm not even sure. It's probably about, well, I don't know if it's probably not as big as a 16 by 20, but I believe it's bigger than, say, an 11 by 14. You know, and for those of you that do the metric system in centimeters, sorry, I don't do centimeters, so I don't know how to tell you how big the fabric is. And maybe it doesn't even matter. Anyway, so what I want to do is kind of a sampler, I guess is what you would call it, because I still consider myself a new stitcher. I've never stitched um, any numbers, I don't think. But anyway, so I would like to do some different type fonts and text, do some numbers and letters, and I have found, and a lot of them I have found online. If y'all are not familiar with all the free cross stitch patterns that you can get online, you gotta search free cross stitch patterns. Actually, if anybody's interested, I have some links I could share. Yeah. Anyway, they're free. They're totally free. Anybody can find them. They're on the internet. But anyway, so I have come across some motifs and just different things that I think are cute. So I might take that big piece of fabric and just start stitching stuff that I like. I don't know, like that believe. I want to stitch it again. I found some motifs, like I said the other day, that I like, and they were like safari type looking animals: elephant, lion, tigers. And anyway, I thought I might. And then there was another like free. It was like a pond, and so I thought I could stitch the pond and look like, I don't know, it was maybe a swamp, because it had bugs and all kind of stuff that went with this free pattern. And then I could stitch all the safari looking animals and, kind of make like a scene or something. I don't know, make up my own pattern, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And then I found some initials that I want to stick. So I think I might really just do a sampler of my own and put somewhere on that, stitched in my 55th year, 2021, something. I don't know. By the time I get to it, it'd probably be 2023. But anyway, okay, so that's that. Believe and prayer changes things. Okay, and so I said when I got these that I was going to stitch these first, because after I got them and started stitching, I started with this one first. I finished this one. Well, no, it's still not finished, but I got to I don't think I've done much more since I put it back in its project bag and started prayer changes things. And that's what I was afraid of, is I'll never pick it back up. But I will, because that was another reason I wanted to start a Flosstube channel, is to kind of keep myself accountable, because I have so many things that I want to stitch, but I kind of lose my mojo sometimes. I lose my stitchy bug, but I can watch a few episodes of Flosstube, and within an hour I got my project bag and I'm stitching right along with them, so yeah. There's several that I just want to stitch just to have them, and I just like, it's really just relaxing, the rhythm, because and I'm doing the sewing method, so I really get to going in like a rhythm, it's sewing. It calms me, gives me something to do with my hands, because if I don't have something to do with my hands, I'm just really anxious and I'm awkward feeling. So, yeah. Let's see. I did bring it. Okay. So that's believe. Prayer changes things. Okay, so I was saying, I said I was not going to start another project. Well, then, so like I said, my granddaughter stitched some on that believe, and she did a good job. But I thought, she would probably really enjoy the stamped, where you don't have to read the pattern and it would just be easier. So I ordered a few kits. I think I got them on sale that day and ended up with 3 of them anyway. And she kept one of them and she worked on it a little bit. And then I was at her house one day and I said something about it, and she calls me Nene. Nene, you can take that home with you and work on it some if you want to. I don't mind. I said, okay. Well, I really wanted to, because I want it finished, because I like the image, first of all. Second of all, it just holds a lot of memory because I don't know, I can always remember she was, at that time, she was 9. She turned 10 in January. She's fixing to be 11. No, I'm wrong. She will be 10 in January. She is 9 right now. At that time, she was 8 because it was around Christmas last year. Anyway, I will be able to remember that my granddaughter stitched on this project. So why don't I get it out and show you? Oh, anyway, so I took it home at her request. I took it home and was working on it because she knew I really wanted it finished because I really liked the image. And I think she may have been, like feeling bad because she wasn't getting far on it. And I'm going to tell y'all, this thing, I have about 270 hours in this thing. And I've been working on it. And I mean every day. I work on this every day for like 2 hours. And if I don't work on it every day, then one day I might work on it 4 or 5 hours. But I've made a point, because I do want it finished, to make sure to work on this at least a couple of hours a day. And I've done that. And I'm still not, but maybe 3/4 of the way done. But this is what it is. It's the Basket of Sunflowers by Maydear. Y'all may have seen it on Amazon. If you've been on Amazon looking for cross stitch, it may just come up, especially if you're looking for stamp. It's 43 by 34 centimeters, which I think I figured out is, I can't remember exactly, but you can see how big it is. And I just love it, but oh my gosh, why is this one taken? I mean, I know I'm not a fast stitcher, but I don't think I'm a slow stitcher either. And with most of this, I've done the sewing method because I actually learned probably about I've been using this piece too to learn. I've got the sewing method. You can really see with stamped cross stitch, you can tell more about it on the back about how much you've done. So yeah, I really want to get this one finished and in a frame on my wall. And also, when I go and visit the children, they'll be like, Nene, come outside. Nene, come outside. Come outside and watch us play. Come outside and watch us, or just so I can be in the same room with them, and just enjoy being with them. I can also cross stitch and this has got many, many hours of me watching those children and cross stitching this piece. So yeah, it's got a little sentimental value now, as well as I just like it. I just like the way it looks. I love sunflowers and I want to frame it. And I was taking so long, and I love stitching. I have several projects that I don't really care if I never get done with them. I just enjoy stitching on them. But this one in particular, I want to finish. So yeah, maybe the next time I do an update, I'll have more to show you on this one. Let's see. Okay, so that's that. I also got, when I ordered the stamped cross stitch, I got this one, the cactuses. I also love that one. I just like cactuses. But I'm in no hurry to. This one's on 11 count. I don't know if I said that the Basket of Sunflowers is 14 count. This one is on 11 count. I really love the 11 count because I can really see it. I can't see anymore, y'all. And, I'd really love to try to learn to stitch on linen, but I don't know. I just have to try it and see, because if I've got to really strain my eyes and I can't see, and I don't see how I would enjoy it. And obviously, if I'm not enjoying it, I ain't doing it. So, but anyway, yeah, this is the cactus. It's on 11 count, and it is about the same. So I took my glass. Oh, I just dropped it, but let me see. It is 43 by 45 centimeters. And this one is a Joy Sunday. But I really do enjoy these kits. And I'm able to really get going doing the stitching method. By the way, I plan to do some stitch with me's, because I don't know if there's anybody. There's bound to be somebody out there that it may help, because I Googled and watched, I don't even know how many Flosstube videos, and some of the videos I would watch them over and over again, trying to get this stitching in hand down pat. I just wanted to so bad be able to stitch in hand, and I'm doing it. So, but anyway, this is how far. Let's see. Yeah, I've just kind of gotten pretty much. I'm not even done with maybe with that little pot, but you can really see the stamped better on the back. So yeah, that's about all I've got in on that. But like I said, when I want to stitch and I don't want to have to read a pattern or think about it too much, I like to grab my stamped kits and just thread the needle and just go and just start stitching. It's just so simple to just do that. And I don't know, but now there are times when I really want to do the counted as well. So I mean, I like them both. I don't know, it just makes things easier. Well, what did I do with it? Oh guys, hold on a minute. What did I just do with that bag? That can't be it. Let's see. Nope, that's not it. Oh, there it is. Oh, get it together, Angelisa. Get it together. Oh, there goes my hair sticking all to my lips again. My lips are chapped. Which is why I have on like a chapstick type lip gloss, but it's sticky and I don't like it. Okay, so that is that. That's another whip. Let's see. Also, okay, let's see. I've done the basket of sunflowers, that one. Also, I am. Oh, here it is. This one too, I really love. But this one I have retired for momentarily. This one is Swan. This is a stamped kit as well. And it's a 14 count. And I just love these swans. And of course, it's a Joy Sunday too, as you can tell. I hope this is not all backwards, but I believe it is. And this one is like I said, it's a 14 count. And it's a 41 by 52 centimeter. And I just love these because they come with the pattern. So you get the pattern, you get the cloth, you get the floss, and you get the stamped fabric. So basically, you're getting a 2-for-1. I feel like, because you can stitch you can stitch on the fabric that they sent you that's stamped. And then you can go and buy some more fabric and floss, and you can stitch it again. But, of course, you can do that also with, a pattern. You buy a pattern, you can stitch it as many times as you want to. So, but really, Now, I guess if you accidentally spilled something on your pattern on your canvas or something, because it does wash out, and if you spill something on it, it's gone. You're gonna have to read the pattern. But anyway, here I go off on a tangent ramble. I think that the stamped cross stitches are such a good bargain. I don't know, it just feels like that because you get the stamped cloth and you also get the chart. So, and for those of you that diamond paint, that's exactly what those charts look like. If they were just bigger and you put glue on them, you could literally put diamonds and have a little diamond painting, because that's what they look like. That's what the charts look like. Okay, so that's that. Oh, and the reason it's retired is because I want to do this one in beads. I want to do beads with this one. I'm going to do, well, I had already started when I had this idea. So instead of beading the whole thing, because I've already kind of given it a little start right down here, and then there's a little up here. So, yeah. And then I just don't want to rip all that out. And I thought, well, you don't have to rip it out. Just order the beads you need, because I was going to do. So that's where I am. You can see it better on the back. I thought, well, you don't have to rip it out. Just leave it like it is and just do the rest of it in beads. Now that won't look right. So now what I've decided to do is just do the swans in beads. And so, yeah, I've ordered enough beads, or I think I have enough. If I don't, well, I'll just order some more. But I'm going to do all the swan and the shadows of the swans. I'm going to bead all that. And the beads, I ordered some beads. They came in, but they were not what I wanted. They were they just wasn't what I wanted. So I ordered some more. And the white ones came in actually the other day. Now the gray ones for the shadow, they might be in the mailbox now, but they should be here any day. But anyway, so yeah, I'm fixing to bring it back out of retirement now and put it in my rotation, because I love this one. I want to frame this one too. So this will be, right now I am focusing on, well, I just want to get prayer changes things and believe finished, just to say they're finished. And I want to frame that prayer changes things for sure. So I want to get those out of the way, get those finished. And then I want basket of sunflowers finished. And then I'll be focusing on this, because I want to frame this and put it up. But I love this. But my favorite, right now my favorite anyway, is this one. I found it a few months into stitching again. A few months into me deciding that cross stitch may be something I could get into. I found this on eBay. Oh my gosh, I don't know if any of you love big cats and lions, but I do. I just love lions. I just love them. And I love him so much. He's 250 stitches high by 250 stitches wide. Or when you say it, do you say width first? Because that's kind of how it's written. So, but anyway, it's 250 wide by 250 high. And I'm going to do it on 14. I am doing it actually on 14 count Ada. Well, I started this the other night because I had ordered some floss and it came in, and I was going to start it one day, and I didn't have the floss to start in the center. I had ordered enough floss just to get started and do the first uh, two top rows of the first page. And I figured after I got those two top rows done, then I would just order some more floss and whatever. But at that time, I really didn't have it in my budget to spend another dime. And I went ahead and ordered a few skeins. Well, they came in. And like I said, I didn't have enough to start what I wanted to do. So I waited a little while and so ordered some more. Well, they came in the other day. So I had enough to start. So I started in the center. I think there's about 30 stitches in there. And what I was trying to do, because like I was saying earlier, when I look at the pattern, and this is in Pattern Keeper, but even still, when I look away from it and then look back at it, I'm so confused. It's like I have to focus all over again. So yeah. But I think what my plan is with this one is so I started just grid enough of what I'm going to do. I'm going to go up and what I'm going to do. So I started, actually, this was the middle right here. And I thought I'm going to go up, right up the middle. So that was the middle stitch is in that square right there. So I thought, well, I'm just going to go up, right up the middle in those blocks. And then I'll do the stitches to the left and to the right. So basically, I was going to do a bigger, but I found the other day I was going to do a bigger section, I was going to say. But the other night when I was stitching on, these floss colors are so close to the same color. And I was just really getting lost because, like I said, the floss colors are so close. Like I'd make a stitch and I'd think, no, wait, did I just put that stitch in? Or was that the one I did last night? Because I had started it the night before. And I was just getting really confused. So I grabbed my pen and I thought, well, if I grid it a little bit and just slow down and literally go 110 stitch block at a time, and just slow it down a little bit and give myself a little time to get in the groove and get a rhythm going. So that's my plan. I'm going to keep stitching right up the middle till I get to the top row. And then when I get to the top row, I'm going to do the top row, and then I'm going to come back to where, I started in the middle and went up. So then I'm going to come back to the middle and stick down. I don't like stitching down. I'd rather stitch up. Maybe I'll turn it upside down and stitch up or something. Anyway, so I'm going to do the top row right straight down the middle, and I'm going to do the bottom row. Then I'll have 4 quadrants on each side, and then I think, just because I think it looks cool when people diagonal stitch, the way the image starts to develop, I don't know, I just like the way it looks. So, and I'm a little bit OCD. I don't want, I don't know that I'm going to park because I don't want all that thread hanging. I just don't want it hanging all over. That would bother me. And so I'll and I certainly am not going to I'll carry or travel, I think is what they call it. I'll travel 3 or 4 stitches, maybe, depending. I don't like that thread the way it looks on the back unless it gets covered up by other stitches and you can't see it. But so I wear rings. I normally I have one on this finger too, but the floss always gets caught on my rings and stuff or hangnails. And I always, if I have threads back there like that, they get caught, and no, can't have that. So yeah, that's my plan on how I'm going to stitch that. But the other day I ordered some of that, what is it, the sulky? Yeah, the sulky slither. I've seen people grid with that, so I'm gonna give that a try, and I'm gonna try to grid like like I said, the way I'm going to stitch it, just straight up the middle in 10 by 30 sections, and get this lion going. And oh, I can't wait to finish him and get him on my wall. Okay, so that was the start. I just started him. What is today? Friday? Okay, last weekend I started, put a few stitches in, and I haven't stitched on it every day, obviously, because I was just losing my way. And I thought, before I really get frustrated and completely mess this up and have to, frog it so early in the game, what I'll do is I'll just wait until I can sit down. Well, I sat down with I thought the pen would suffice to grid. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not so bad. But the tip is too wide. That's the problem. And I just wanted to, draw my line on the holes. But it's bleeding over to the squares and that. But I don't know. I can probably deal with that. So I don't know. I may even work on this tonight. We'll see. But again, like I said, I just really want to hold, and I hear a lot of you guys say this, I want to hold myself accountable. And I believe I'll do it if I know that I'm going to do a Flosstube video, because I'm going to want to have something to show you, some progress or something, because I'm not going to be one to have a bunch of new starts. I think I have enough now. Matter of fact, if I were to spend a couple of hours a day, every day, stitching, it would still probably take me at least 2 years to stitch everything I've got right now. That's including all the free patterns that I've gotten online. So between what I've got going on right now and the free patterns, I've got plenty to stitch. So even if I bought something, it's just somebody's going to get neglected. And I don't want that to happen, because I like everything I've got. So yeah. Let me put this back in my whip bag. I have, I do have actually I have 2 more whips. They're not cross-stitched, but since they're sitting here, I'll show you. I also had ordered, when I ordered that day, I had ordered embroidery, diamond painting, and cross-stitch, just trying to see, what hobby I might want to take up. And I actually kind of like them all, so. But I haven't done much the embroidery, but I do enjoy the embroidery. Well, anyway, I can't get that off. Where's okay, like this. So, this is what this one will look like. And that's as far as I've gotten. Yeah, right there. So, there's actually 3 different designs in this book, and I think I have this one. I haven't started that one. And I have, is that the one I just showed? Yeah, and I have this one on the black. So yeah, maybe it's this one. Well, anyway, I don't know. This was a kit. It came with the fabric and the floss and the pattern, chart, whatever. Tells you what colors, how to do. It came with all that. And then also, of course, there's a thread. How'd that get on me? I wonder. Seems like I've always got a thread of some type, a thread, or I'm not bad to lose my needles, so I don't too much lose my needles. Well, I always got thread on the bottom of my sock, and my cat lays on my feet while I'm stitching. It's so funny. At home, I'm bad to just take my thread, I just kind of toss it, and then when I get up, I will throw it in the garbage can. I don't just leave it in the floor. I do throw it away, but Anyway, I kind of tossed it. And my cat's funny because he'll be walking around sometimes and he's got like thread hanging off his head and his back because he's been laying on my feet. And I've been throwing the floss down, but now I can't find it. Oh yeah, here it is. And this is, I haven't started this one yet either, but that one's really pretty too. I'm looking forward to starting that. That's embroidery as well. And let's see. I have some more, I also have, so I guess this is technically not a whip. This one isn't. The other one is, because I've already started that, and I intend to finish it soon, because I like doing it, and I would like to, again, hang it on my wall. Okay, so there's that. There's the embroidery. There's that. Oh. Good. And then I ordered this off of AliExpress. It's just a little cheap. But I'm still going to do it because it's cute. I think she's cute. But this is a beading project. And so, upside down. Yeah, where you see the little circles and stuff, all of that is where you sew colored beads in her hair. Basically, it's her hair, and maybe that's her clothes. Yeah, her hair and her clothes. So, yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was a cool image. So, this is sitting in a project bag, just waiting on the day where I'm bored and feel like beading. I realized with the Believe kit that I kind of enjoy putting the beads on there. So maybe I would probably enjoy maybe a Mill Hill kit or something. But, I don't know. I cannot not gonna get any more stuff to do, stitchy stuff, until I finish some things. I'm not gonna be starting all this stuff and never finishing anything. That just can't happen. I don't want that to happen. So, okay, now I have kitted up. This is the 2021 Peppermint Purple Stitch Along. And basically, I don't really even have a picture of what it's going to look like. I probably have a digital picture, but I didn't prepare for all that. But basically, it's just, you just stitch a bunch of squares and rectangles like that. Well, actually, you can either do rectangles or you can do squares. It looks like it says this is the rectangle Sal Stitch Along. And it is 93 by 186 stitches. So it'll be 93 wide by 186. But anyway, so you stitch out, you do the border all the way around, and then you put in the little squares. And then basically you're going to fill in the rectangles with black work stitches. And I don't know. I've never done black work before, so I think it looks really cool. I really like the way it looks. And it doesn't look, I don't know if it's hard, if it's not. I like the way it looks, and I'm going to see but this stitch along started in January, but you can, I'm going to get the whole file before this year is over. And I'll just start it whenever I start it. I don't know. But that also is kitted up. And I will be at some point trying that. Oh, yes. This one I really love too. And she's big. She's bigger than the lion. He's 250 by 250. She's bigger than that. She's bigger than that. So this is called Moon Fairy. Moon Fairy. And yeah, oh, I love this so much. I'm definitely going to put some beads on here. And this says that, I mean, it gives you the choice, like it says that this model is recommended to be stitched over 1 on 25 count. Ooh. But you may use any count that you are comfortable with. So, yeah, I'm not doing 25 count. Absolutely not. Oh, here's a better picture. Oh, isn't she so pretty? I just love that. So I'm going to do it on 14 count. And, I haven't decided. I think I'm going to find, because all that black, I mean, that's all stitched. So I don't want to have to stitch all that background. So I think I'm going to find some cool fabric, because I've already got the fabric for it. But then I really got to think about, I don't know that I want to stitch all that. So I'm going to, just stitch. Anyway, maybe I'll put her on some, I've never stitched on black fabric before. So I don't know, but I mean, other people do it. So I would like to at least give it a try. I may not like it, but at least I've never tried it. So we'll just have to see. I know I won't enjoy it if I've got to squint and, really get anxious and nervous about misplacing stitches or having to rip out stitches all the time. I don't want to do that. I want to do the project and enjoy it, but I can't wait to get to that. That's going to be fun. I hope it's going to be a fun stitch. I just think I love the pattern. Oh, let's see. What else have I got? Oh, I love these little project bags. I just ordered them on Amazon. I've seen a lot of you guys, or some of you guys, with these. I don't remember what size this one was, but I think that came in like a pack of 1. So I got 2 left. I don't know. There were several in the pack. Like, I don't know. I want to say 12, but I don't know if there was 12. Maybe there. I think it may have been 12. This one is a stamped kit. This one's retired too, because I just don't think he's just so dark. That's a lion kind of peeking through the bushes, and you probably can't even see it, but he's got orange butterflies around him. But I think the software that they used to, whatever you do, the rendering of this, whatever you call it, to print it on here, I think it's too dark. And like the little thumbnail that comes on these canvases, like, he's dark too. I don't want him that dark. I just feel like it would be so much prettier a couple of shades lighter. So yeah, this one's retired until I can really sit down and look, and I'm gonna put this floss in my stash, and I'm gonna reorder floss for this project, and I'm gonna make this a couple shades lighter. So yeah, that'll be fun. He's on 11 count too, and I don't know, he's about the same size as those other ones, like 40 by 30 or something. Yeah, so he's in retirement for now until I get it figured out, and what colors I'm gonna use to make him lighter so he shows up better. I also have, this is a Joy Sunday. It's just some sunflowers and a rooster. It's just cute. It's like this is nothing that I'm in a big hurry to finish or anything either. This is just, this will be something that this will be something like, that I just stitch on when, like I said, doctor's appointment or a oil change or sitting outside with the children, watching them play or at a ball game or, just anywhere I'm waiting or, you know what I mean. I think some people call it your travel stitch. So that'll be something like that. This one's really pretty, I think, and I would like to get this one finished and frame it as well. So, but I just can't do all the things all at once. So yeah, this is just some butterflies and flowers. That's all. But it's pretty. It's pretty and I like it. And it is also I believe it's a 14 count. No, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's a 14 count. It is. Okay. And, oh yeah, and I also have this stamp kit. That's just called Fancied Flowers. And it's on 11 count. Yeah. So, these are the ones that are kitted up and have not started yet. Oh, I'm about to lose my glasses. Yeah, okay, so yeah. Wow, we've been on here for 56 minutes, I have. Oh, you guys, I'm just so excited to have found a community that, is so laid back and so talented. All of you guys are so talented. I enjoy watching you so much, and I've learned so much. Just little things that make so much difference. And I'm going to do some videos myself just about some of the things that I have learned on Flosstube, just in case there's another Flosstube member or just an internet user in general that's looking for tips and tricks on cross stitch. So yeah, I intend to do some of those as well. And I guess, and I'm sure because I didn't take notes, I should have. I'm sure there's a lot of things that I didn't say, but I've said enough. It's been almost an hour. Thank you, guys. If you're still here, thank you for watching. I hope y'all will accept me into your Flosstube community. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's about it. So I hopefully will be back in a few weeks with some updates and some progress. And if I can figure out how to do it, I'm going to do some Stitch With Me videos and show how I do the sewing method if anybody's interested. So yeah, thank you guys for just letting me just spill my excitement, and I'm looking forward to getting to know some of you guys, making new friends, and as always to see what you guys are working on, what you have finished, what you are starting, what your whips are, like the whole thing. Love it. So yeah, again, my name is Angelisa, and I gotta go. I don't even know what else to say. Thanks, guys. Bye.